so shall you hear of carnal, bloody, and unnatural acts, of accidental judgments, casual slaughters, of deaths put on by cunning and forced cause, and in this upshot, purposes mistook, fallen on the inventor's reeds. All this can I truly deliver.
Who's there? Stand, not the flitters.
Long with the king.
Horatio?
A piece of him.
Welcome, Horatio.
What is this thing appeared again tonight?
Horatio says, 'tis but fantasy, and will not let belief take hold of him.
Hush, hush, will not appear.
He's breaking off. Look, where it comes again. In the same figure, like a king that's dead. Looking not like a king, thou art a scholar. Speak to it, Horatio.
Stay illusion. If thou hast any sound or use of voice, speak to me. If there be any good to be done, that may to thee do ease and grace to me, speak to me. If thou art privy to thy country's fate, which happily foreknowing may avoid, oh, speak!
It is offended. See, it stalks away.
Stay, speak, I charge thee, speak!
We do wrong in so much gesture, to offer the show of violence, for it is as the air invulnerable, and our vein was malicious mockery. Come now, Horatio. You tremble and look pale. Is not this something more than a fantasy?
Let us impart what we have seen tonight unto young Hamlet. For this spirit dumb to us shall speak to him. You consent we shall acquaint him with it, needful in our loves, fitting our duty.
Let's do it, I pray, and this morning I know where we shall find it most convenient.
Therefore, our sometime sister, now our queen, taken to wife, for all our thanks. And now, Laertes, what's the news with you? What wouldst thou have, Laertes?
My dread lord, your leave and favor to return to France.
Hast thou thy father leave, and take him easy?
My lord, I do beseech you, let him go.
Take that fair hour, Laertes, and time be thine, and their best graces spend it at their will. And now, my cousin Hamlet, his son.
A little more than less.
How is it that the clouds still hang on you?
Not so, my lord. I am too much of the sun.
Good Hamlet, cast thy native color on. That which is common, all that lives inside.
Aye, madam, it is common.
If it be, why seem so particularly?
Seems, madam. Nay, it is. I know not seems. For I have that within which passeth show needs but the trappings and suits of the world.
Hamlet, this grief, 'tis commendable in your nature. But you must know, your father lost a father. That father lost his. But to persever in obstinate condolement is a path of impious stubbornness. 5, 'tis a fault to man, a fault against nature, a fault to the dead. We pray you, throw to earth the sun prevailing law, and think of us as of a father. For let the world take note, you are the most immediate to our throne, and with no less nobility of love than that which dearest father was imparted upon his son, do I bear towards you. As for your going back to school in Wittenberg, 'tis most retrograde to our desires. We pray you, bend you to remain here in the cheer and comfort of our eye, our chiefest courtier, our cousin, and our son.
Let not thy mother lose her prayers, Hamlet. I pray thee, stay with us. Go not to Wittenberg.
I shall in all my best obey you, madam.
Why, 'tis a loving and fair reply. Be it as herself in Denmark. Madam, come.
Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt, thaw and resolve itself into dew. Or that the everlasting had not fixed his cannon against self-slaughter. Oh God, God! How weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses in this world. 5 on it. Oh, 5. 'Tis an unweeded garden that grows the seed. Rank and gross in nature possessing merely, that it should come to this. But 2 months dead. Nay, not so much. Not 2. So excellent a king that it was to this. Hyperion to a satyr, so loving to my mother that he might not retain the winds of heaven. Visit her face too roughly. Heaven and earth, must I remember why she would hang on him, as if increase of appetite had grown by what it fed on, yet in a month. Let me not think on it. Frailty thy name is woman. O God, a beast! And once discourse of reason would have mourned for longer. Married with my uncle, my father's brother, but no more like my father than I. To Hercules. In a month she married. O most wicked speed, opposed to such dexterity to incestuous sheets. It is not, nor cannot come to good. But break my heart, throwing this over.
Hail to your lordship.
I'm glad to see you well. Horatio! Or do I forget myself?
The same, my lord, and your poor servant ever.
Sir, my good friend, I'll change that name with you. And what make you from Wittenberg, Horatio? Marcellus?
My lord.
I'm glad to see thee well. Good evening, sir. But what in faith make you from Wittenberg?
My lord, I came to see your father's funeral.
I pray thee, fellow students, do not mock me. I think it was to see my mother's wedding.
Indeed, my lord, it followed hard upon.
Thrift, Horatio. The funeral bake meat sit coldly furnished for the marriage tables. My father thinks I see my father.
Where, my lord?
You know my time, Horatio.
I saw him once. He was a goodly king.
He was a man, taken for all in all. I shall not look upon his likes again.
My lord, I think I saw him yesternight.
Saw who?
My lord, the king, your father.
The king, my father.
2 nights had these gentlemen Marcellus and Bernardo on their watch, and in the dead vast and middle of the night thus encountered a figure much like your father.
But where was this?
Upon the balcony where we stood, my lord.
I will watch again tonight. A chance to walk again.
I warrant it well.
If it assume my noble father's person, I'll speak to it. Till then, fare thee well. Upon the platform twixt 11 and 12. I'll visit thee.
Our duty to your honor.
Your loves is mine to you. Farewell. My father's spirit in arms. All is not well. I doubt some foul play, but the night will come. Till then, sit still, my soul. Foul deeds will rise, though all earth o'erwhelm them, to men's eyes.
My necessaries are embarked. Farewell. For Hamlet, and the trifling of his favor, hold it a fashion and a twined blood, no more.
Good my brother, do not as some ungracious pastors do, show me the steep and thorny way to heaven, whiles like a puffed and reckless liberty, the primrose path of dalliance treads, and wrecks not his own reed.
Oh, fear me not.
Yet here, Laertes, a gore born for shame. The wind sits in the shoulder of your sail you are stayed for. There, my blessing season in with thee. And these few precepts in thy memory. See thou character, give thy thoughts no tongue, nor any unproportioned thought is apt. Be thou familiar, but by no means vulgar. Neither a borrower nor lender be, for loan oft loses both itself and friend, and borrowing dulls the edge of husbandry. And this above all, to thine own self be true. And it first follows, as nine convey, thou canst not be false to any man. There, my blessing season in with thee.
Most humbly do I take my leave, my lord. Farewell.
What hath he said to you, Ophelia?
So please you, something touching the Lord Hamlet.
What is it between you? Give me up the truth.
He hath of late made many tenders of his affection to me.
I would not, in plain terms, from this time forth have you spend any moment leisure to give talk or words to the Lord Hamlet. Come to it, I charge you.
Shall obey, my lord.
The air bites shrewdly. It is very cold.
It's a nipping, eager air.
What hour now?
I think it lasts to 12.
No, it is struck.
Look where it comes!
Angels and ministers of grace, defend us. Be thou spirit of health or goblin damned. Bring with the airs from heaven or blasts from hell. Thou comest in such a questionable shape that I will question thee. I'll call thee Hamlet. King, father, or royal dame, answer me!
Do not go with it.
No, by no means.
I will follow it.
Be ruled, you shall not go.
By heaven, my fate lies out. I'll make a toast to him that lets me. Go on, I'll follow thee.
Have after, to what issue will this come?
Something is rotten in the state of Denmark.
Heaven will direct it.
Where wilt thou lead me? Speak, I'll go no further.
Me.
Speak, I am bound to hear.
I am my father's spirit, doomed for a certain turn to walk the night. List, list, oh list, if thou didst ever thy dear father love.
Oh God.
Revenge his foul and most unnatural murder.
Murder!
Murder most foul, as in the best it is, but this most foul, strange and unnatural. Now Hamlet here, 'tis given out that sleeping in my orchard, a serpent stung me, but now thy noble youth, the serpent that did sting thy father's life, now wears his crown.
Oh, my prophetic soul. My uncle!
I, that incestuous, that adulterate beast, sleeping within my orchard, my custom always of the afternoon, upon my secure hour thy uncle stole, with juice of cursed heaven in a vial. And it is most foul, strange, and unnatural. Adieu, adieu, Hamlet, remember me.
Oh, pernicious woman. Oh, villain, villain, smiling damned villain. My table's meted as I set it down. The one may smile and be a villain. Time is out of joint. Oh, cursed spite, that ever I was born to set it right.
What in the name of God? Oh, my lord, as I was sewing in my closet, Lord Hamlet with his doublet all embraced, and with a look so piteous in purport, as if he would loosed of hell to speak of horrors, he comes before me.
Madison, my love?
My lord, I do not know, but truly I do fear it.
I am sorry, Ophelia, but with better heed and judgment I had not quoted him. Come, go eat to the king.
Moreover, that we much did long to see you. The need we have to use you did provoke our hasty sending. Something you have heard of Hamlet's transformation.
Good gentleman, he hath much talk to you. Sure I am, two men are not looking with me who are tears. If it will please you to show us so much gentry, if you have wills to spend your time once a while, supply and profit for hope, your visitations are received such things as fits kings and rivers.
Both your majesties might find the sovereign power you have of us put your dread pleasures more into command than to entreaty.
But we both obey, and here give up ourselves in the full bent, to lay our service freely at your feet, to be commanded.
Thanks, Rosencrantz and gentle Guildenstern.
Thanks, Guildenstern and gentle Rosencrantz. I beseech you instantly to visit my too much kingly son.
Having made our presence and our practices pleasant and helpful to thee.
I have found the very cause of Hamlet's lunacy.
Well, speak of that which I much long to hear.
My liege and madam, to expostulate what majesty is, what duty should be, why day is day, night is night, and time is time, and it is nothing but to waste day, night, and time. As the tediousness of the limbs outward flourishes, I will be brief. saying proves so. Where the truth is hid, within the center.
But how may we try it further?
You know, sometimes he walks 4 hours here in the locker.
So he does indeed.
At that time, I'll lose my dogs. Hide you and I are there, behind the arrows. Mark the encounter.
We will try it.
But look, her sadly the poor wretch comes speeding.
Away! Both way! How does the good Lord Hamlet?
Who got him?
Do you know me, my lord?
Excellent, well. You are a fishman.
Not I, my lord.
Have you a daughter?
I have, my lord.
Let her not walk in the sun. Conception is a blessing, but not as your daughter may conceive it. Friend, look to it.
How now, still harping on my daughter? Yet he knew me not at first. He said I was a fishmonger. I'll speak to him again. Will you walk through the air, my lord?
Words.
How pregnant sometimes replies are.
Slander, sir! But the satirical rogue says here that old men have gray beards, that their faces are wrinkled, and that they have a plentiful lack of wit. Together with most weak hams, all which, though I most powerfully and humbly believe it, I hold in our honesty to have it thus set down. For yourself, sir, should be as old as I am, like a crab.
Though this is madness, yet there's nothing else. What do you read, my lord?
Words, words, words.
My lord, I must humbly take leave.
You cannot, sir, take from me anything that I would more willingly part with all. Except my life, except my life, except my life.
You seek the Lord Hamlet? There he is.
God save you, sir.
His tea is old fool.
My honored lord.
My most dear lord.
My excellent good friends! Guildenstern! Rosencrantz! Good lads, how do you both?
As the indifferent children of the earth.
Happy in that way, not over happy.
But let me question more. What have you, a good friend, deserved at the hands of fortune that she sends you to prison hither?
Prison, my lord?
Ah, Denmark's a prison.
That isn't a world one.
Oh God. I could be bounded in a nutshell and count myself a king of infinite space. Were it not that I have bad dreams. Shall we to the court? For by my fay I cannot reason.
We'll wait upon you!
No such matter. What make you at Elsinore?
To visit you, my lord. No other occasion.
Beggar that I am even poor in thanks. But I thank you. Were you not sent for? Is it your own inclining? Is it a free visitation? Come, deal just to it. Come, they speak.
Should you say, my lord?
Why anything but to the purpose. You were sent for, and there's a certain confession in your looks that your modesties have not craft enough to color. I know that the king and queen have sent for you.
To what end, my lord?
That you must teach me, be even and direct with me, whether you were sent for or no.
What say you?
Nay then, I have an eye of you. If you love me, hold not off.
My lord, we were sent for.
I will tell you why. So shall my anticipation prevent your discovery, and your secrecy to the king and queen won't know better. I have of late, wherefore I know not, lost all my mirth, forgone all custom of exercises, and indeed goes so heavily with my disposition that this goodly frame, the earth, seems to me a sterile promontory. This most excellent canopy, the air, look you, this brave o'erhanging firmament, this majestical roof fretted with golden fire, why, appears to me no other thing than a foul and pestilent congregation of vapors. What a piece of work is man! How noble in reason, how infinite in faculty, in form and moving, how express and admirable, in action how like an angel, in apprehension how like a god, the beauty of the world, the paragon of animals, and yet, to me, what is the quintessence of dust? Man delights not me, no, nor woman neither, but by your smiling you seem to say so.
My lord, there was no such stuff in my thoughts.
Why did you laugh then when I said man delights not me?
To think, my lord, if you delight not in man, what lends an entertainment the players shall receive from you. We courted them here on the way, and hither are they coming to offer you service.
He that plays the king shall be welcome.
There are the players!
Friend, you are welcome at Elsinore, but my uncle, father, and aunt, mother are deceived.
How so, my lord?
I am but man north-northwest. When the wind is suddenly I know a hawk from a hen's claw.
My lord, I have news to tell you.
My lord, I have news to tell you. But Ross just went after him wrong.
The players have come hither.
Buzz, buzz.
Upon mine honor.
Then came each actor on his axe.
The best actors in the world in the comedy, tragedy, history, pastoral, comical, historical, pastoral. See the Bible, poem unlimited. See if drop from heaven or flash light from law, writ, and liberty. These are the only men.
You are welcome, masters. Welcome all. Welcome, my good friend. Oh, my old friend. My face is valid since I saw thee last. Come a stop to beard me in Denmark? What? My young lady and mistress. Come, give us a taste of your quality. Passionate speech.
What speech, my lord?
I heard thee speak me a speech once, but it was never acted. Or if it was, not above once. For the play I remember pleased not the million. One speech in it I chiefly loved. 'Twas an Isaac tale to Dido, and whereabout it is especially when he speaks of prime slaughter. If it live in your memory, begin.
Anon he finds him, striking too short it creaks, his antique sword rebellious to his arm, lies where it falls, repugnant to command. Unequal matched, Pyrrhus at Priam drives and range strikes wide, and with the whip and wind of his fell sword, the unnerved father falls. Then senseless Ilium, seeming to feel this blow, with flaming top, stoops to his base, and with a hideous crash, takes prisoner Pyrrhus' ear, for lo his sword, which was declining on the milky head of Reverend Priam, who seemed in the air to stick. So as the painted tyrant, Pyrrhus stood, and neutral to his will and matter, did nothing.
This is too long.
Oh, it shall to the barbers in your beard. Goody, stay on. Who the heck you got?
But who had seen the mobile queen?
Mobile queen.
That's good. The mobile queen is good.
Run barefoot up and down, threatening the flames with bis and rheum. But if the gods themselves did see her then, when she saw Pyrrhus make malicious sport, and menacing with his sword her husband's limbs, and the instant burst of clamor that she made, unless things mortal moved them not at all, would have made milch the burning eyes in heaven, and passion in the gods.
Look where they start turning his color and tears in his eyes, and pray you no more.
It is well. Please speak out the state. My lord, you see the players all bestowed?
My lord, I leaves them a pity to their dis.
God's body, man, much better. Use every man after his desert, and who should escape whipping? Take them.
Come, sirs.
Following friends, we're here to play tomorrow. It's not here, mule friends. Didn't that play the murder of Gonzago?
Aye, my lord.
You could for me study a speech of some dozen or 16 lines, which I would set down and insert in it, would you not?
Aye, my lord.
Well, follow that, lord. Look, you mock him not. Welcome, friends. I'll leave you till tonight. You are welcome to us.
Good, my lord.
We love to find you. Now I am alone. Oh, what a rogue and peasant slave am I. Is it not monstrous that this player here, but in a fiction, in a dream of passion, could force her soul so to his own conceit, that from her working all his visage wine, tears in his eyes, distraction in his aspect, a broken voice, and his whole function swinging the formless conceit, and all for nothing. For Hecuba. What's Hecuba to him, or he to Hecuba, that he should weep for her? What would he do had he the motive in the cue for passion that I have? Why do you drown the stage with tears, and cleave the general ear with horrid speech? Make mad the guilty, and appall the free, confound the ignorant, and amaze indeed the very faculties of eyes and ears. That I, dull and muddy meadow grasp, peak, like John dreams, unpregnant of my cause, can say nothing. No, not for a king, upon whose property and most dear life a damned defeat was made. Am I a coward? Who calls me villain? Breaks my feet across, plucks off my beard and blows it in my face, tweaks me by the nose, gives me the line to throw it as deepest to the lungs. Who does me this? Ha. Who swings I should take it, for it can't be. But I am pigeon-livered and lack gall to make oppression bitter or ere this. I should have fattened all the region's kites with this slave's offal, bloody, bawny villain, remorseless, treacherous, lecherous, kindless villain. Oh, vengeance! Why, what an ass am I! This is most brave that I, the son of a dear father, murdered! Prompted to my revenge by heaven and hell, must like a whore unpack my heart with words and fall a cursing like a very drab scullion. 5 pounds. Bout my brain. I have heard that guilty creatures sitting in play have, by the very cunning of the scene, been struck so to the soul that presently they proclaim their malefactions. For murder, though it have no tongue, will speak with most miraculous organ. I'll have the players play something like the murder of my father before mine own. I'll observe his looks. I'll tempt him to the quick. If he would blench, I know my course. The spirit that I have seen made me the devil, and the devil hath the power to assume a pleasing shape. Yea. And perhaps out of my weakness and melancholy, as he is very potent with such spirits, abuses me to damn me. All of grounds more relative than this. The play's the thing, where I'll catch the conscience of the king.
And can you, by no drift of circumstance, get from him why he puts on his confusion, rating so harshly all such days as quiet, with turbulent and dangerous lunacy?
He does confess he feels himself distracted, but from what cause he will by no means speak.
Where do we find to be sounded? Oh, the crafty madness keeps aloof.
Did you assail him to any pastime?
Madam, it's so odd that certain players be overrun on the way. Of these we told him, and there did seem a kind of joy in his looks to hear of them. They are about the court, and as I think have already ordered a saint to like.
With all my heart, nothing less content me to hear him so inclined. Good gentlemen, give him a further edge, and drive his purpose on to these delights. Sweetheart,
I shall obey you. And for your part, Ophelia, I do wish that your good beauty for the happy cause of Hamlet's violence. So shall I hope your virtues will bring back this Montague to both Johns. Madam, I wish it may.
Ophelia, you walk up here. Let's withdraw, my lord. I think we can recover.
To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against the sea of troubles, by opposing and them, to die, to sleep, no more. And by a sleep we say to end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. There's the respect that makes the calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love and the law's delay, the insolence of office and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might as quiet as make with the fair bodkin? Who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death? The undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills that we have, and fly to others we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all. And thus the native hue of resolution is sickled o'er with a pale cast of thought and enterprises of great hidden moment. With this regard their currents turn awry and lose in the name of action. Soft, now, the fair Ophelia. Infant thy orisons. All my sins remembered?
Good my lords, how does your honor for this many a day?
I humbly thank you. Well.
My lord, I have remembrances of yours I have longed to redeliver. I pray you now receive them.
No, not I. I never gave you aught.
My lord, you know right well you did, and with the words of so sweet breath composed, their perfume lost. I pray you, now receive them. There.
I did love you once.
Indeed, my lord. You made me believe so.
You should not have believed me. For virtue cannot so inoculate our old stock, but we shall relish of it. I loved you not.
I was the more deceived.
Get thee to a nunnery. Why wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners to such fellows as I do, crawling between earth and heaven? We are errant knaves all, believe none of us. Go thy ways to a nunnery.
No!
Where is your father?
At home, my lord.
Let the doors be shut upon him! Leave him play the fool nor about his own house! Farewell!
Oh, help him, you sweet heavens!
If thou dost very well give thee this plague for thy dowry, be thou as chaste as ice, as pure as snow, to a nunnery, go, and quickly too. Farewell.
Oh, heavenly powers, restore him!
Go to! I'll no more on it, if that made me mad. I say we shall have no more marriages. Those that are married already, all but one shall live. The rest shall keep as they are. To a nunnery, go, and quickly too.
Oh, what a noble line is here o'erthrown. The courtiers, soldiers, scholars, eye, tongue, sword, the glass of fashion and the mold of form, the observed of all observers, quiet down. And I, of ladies most deject and wretched that suck the honey of his music vows, now see that noble and most sovereign reason, like sweet bells jangled, out of tune and harsh, the unmatched form and feature of long youth blasted with ecstasy. Oh, woe is me, to see what I have seen, see what I see.
Love. His affections do not that way tend, nor what he spake. Though it lacked form a little, was not like madness. There's something in his soul, over which melancholy sits unheard. What think you on it?
It shall do well, but yet do I believe the origin and commencement of his grief did spring from neglected love. How now, Ophelia, you need not tell us what Lord Hamlet hath said. You have heard it all. My lord, do as you please, but after the play, let his queen mother all alone entreat him to show his grief. Let her be round with him. So please you, let me be placed in the ear of all their countenance. If she find him not, to England send him, or confine him where your wisdom best shall fail.
It shall be so. Madness and great ones must not be watched go. How fares our cousin Hamlet?
Excellent in faith. My lord, you said you played once in the university.
That I did. I didn't act. Julius Caesar. I was killed in the Capitol. Brutus killed me.
It was a brute part of him to feel so capital a Catholic. Be the players ready?
I'm my lord this day if I'm your patient.
Come here, my dear Hamlet. Sit by me.
No, good mother. Here's my more attractive.
Oh ho, do you mark that?
Lady, shall I lie in your lap?
No, my lord.
I mean, my head upon your lap.
Aye, my lord.
Did you think I meant country matters? You are not. You are not. I'll mark the play. Sianon the murder against the love of Gonzago's wife.
He rises. Now there's my lord.
Give on the plan! Give me some light! Away!
I'll take the ghost's word for 1,000 pounds.
The queen and mother was great fortune has sent me to you.
You are welcome, sir.
The queen, your mother, would speak to you in presently.
God bless you, sir. I will come by and by.
I will say so.
By and by is easily said. Leave me, friends. It's now the very witching time of night, when churchyards yawn and hell itself breathes out. Contagion to the world. Now could I drink hot blood. Soft. Now, to my mother. Let me be cruel, not unnatural. I will speak daggers to her, but use none. My tongue and soul must be hypocrites. How in my words soever she be shent, to give them seals, never my soul consent.
Oh! My offense is rank. It smells to heaven. It hath the primal eldest curse upon it. A brother's murder. What if this cursed hand were thicker than itself with brother's blood? Is there not rain enough in the heavens to wash it white as snow? Then I'll look up. My fault is past. Whoa! What form of prayer can serve my turn? Forgive me my foul murder? That cannot be. For I am still possessed of the effects for which I did the murder, my crown, mine own ambition, and my queen. Oh, wretched state! Oh, limed soul, that struggling to be free art more engaged. Help, angels! Make essay! Bow, stubborn knees, heart with strings of steel. Be soft as the sinews of a newborn babe. All may be well.
Now might I do it pat. Now, while he is praying. And so he goes to heaven. And so I'm revenged. Oh, this is higher than salary. Not revenge. No. Upsoaring, know thou more horrid hent, whom he is drunk asleep or in his rage, when the incestuous pleasure is bed. At gaming, swearing, or about some other act, there's no relish of salvation in it. Then might I trip him, that his heels may kick at heaven, and his soul be as black and damned as hell whereto it goes. My mother stays, this physic but prolongs thy sick days.
My words fly up. My thoughts remain below. Words without thoughts, never to heaven go.
He will come straight. Look you lay home to him. Tell him his pranks have been too broad to bear with, and that your grace has screened and stood between. I pray you, be round.
Mother, mother, mother!
Oh, Lord, hear me not, withdraw, hear him coming.
Now, mother, what's the matter?
Hamlet, that was thy father much offended.
Mother, you have my father much offended.
Come, come, you answer with an idle tongue.
Go, go, you question with a wicked tongue.
Why, how now, Hamlet?
What's the matter now?
Have you forgot me?
No, by the brew not so. You are the queen, your husband's brother's wife, and what it were not so, you are my mother.
Nay then, I'll set those Jews to speak.
Come, come, and sit you down. You go not till I set you up a glass where you may see the inmost part of you.
What wilt thou do? Thou wilt not murder me. Help, ho, help.
What help, 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 help!
How now, a rat? Dead for a ducat? Dead!
I am slain.
What hast thou done?
I know not. Is it the king?
Oh, what a rash and bloody deed is this.
A bloody deed? Almost as bad, good mother, as kill a king and marry with her brother.
As kill a king?
Aye, lady, 'twas my word.
What have I done that thou darest avow thy tongue noise so big against me?
Look here, upon this picture, and on this the candid presentment of two brothers. See what a grace was seated on this brow. Hyperion's curls in front of Jove himself. A combination in deformity, equal assurance of a man. This was your husband. Look now what follows. Here is your husband like a mildew ear, blasting his wholesome brother. Have you eyes? For shame, where is thy blush?
Oh, speak to me no more. These words like daggers enter my ears. No more, sweet Hamlet.
Murderer and a villain, a king of shreds and patches. Say to me, have all wreathed your wings, you heavenly guards, what would your gracious figure?
Alas, he's mad.
Do not come your tardy son to chide, the lapsed in time and passion. Let's go by the important acting of your dread command. Oh, say!
Not forget, this visitation is but towards thy almost blunted purpose. But look, amazement on thy mother sits. Speak to her, Hamlet.
I was with you, lady.
Alas, how is it with you that you do bend your eye in vacancy, and with the purple air you hold discourse?
On him, look you how pale he wears.
To whom do you speak this?
You see nothing there?
Nothing at all. Yet all it is I see.
Look you even now, my father, in his habit as he lived. Look, out of the portal.
Oh, Hamlet, thou hast cleft my heart in vain.
Oh, throw away the worst part and live the pure with the other half. I must to England, you know that.
Alas, I had forgot. 'Tis so concluded on.
There's letters sealed, and my 2 schoolfellows, whom I will trust as I will adders Spain. They bear the mandate, and they must wait my way. Indeed, his counselor is most still, most secret, and most grave, who was in life a foolish, prating knave. Come, sir, to draw toward an end with you. Good night.
His mother's closet hath he dragged the body. Go seek him out, speak fair, and bring his body to the chapel. Come, Gertrude, we'll call up our wisest friends and tell them both what we mean to do and what's untimely done. Oh, come away! My soul is full of discord and dismay.
Where the dead body is restored, my lord, you cannot get from him.
But where is he?
Without my lord guarded to know your pleasure.
Bring him for us.
Ho, Guildenstern, bring him, my lord.
Now, Hamlet, where is Polonius?
At supper.
At supper? Where?
Not where he eats, but where he is eaten. A certain convocation of politic worms are even happening.
Hamlet, where is Polonius?
In heaven. Send him to see. If your messenger find him not there, seek him in the other place yourself. But if you find him not within the month, you shall know him as you go up the stairs along.
Hamlet, this deed, for thine especial safety, which we do grieve as we dearly tender, must send thee hence, and everything is bent for England.
For England!
Aye, Hamlet. So is it that thou knowest our purposes?
I see a cherub that sees them. But come, for England! Farewell, dear mother.
Thy loving father, Hamlet.
Mother and father is man and wife. Man and wife is one flesh, and so, my mother. Come, for England!
Go. And England, my love thou holds it aught. Find letters congruent to that effect. The present death of Hamlet. Do it, England, for like the hectic in my bloody rages, and thou must cure me, till I know 'tis done, however my haps, my joys were ne'er begun.
I will not speak with her.
She's importunate, indeed distracted. Moods will need you pity.
What would she have?
She speaks much of her father, says she does tricks in the world, and hems, and beats her heart, spurns enviously at straws, speaks things of doubt, that carry but half sense, for speech is nothing.
Let her come in. To my sick soul, as sin's true nature is, each toy seems prologue to some greater miss. So full of artless jealousy is guilt that spills itself, fearing to be spilled.
Where is the beauty beauteous majesty of Denmark.
Thou now, Ophelia.
Pray you, mark. He is dead and gone, lady, he is dead and gone. At his head a grass green turf, at his heels a sweep.
Alas, look here, my lord.
How is it with you, pretty lady?
Well, God hold you! They say the owl was a maker's daughter. Lord, we know what we are, but not what we may be. God be at your table.
Conceit upon her father.
Pray you, let's have no word with this. But when they ask you what it means, say you this! Tomorrow is St. Valentine's Day, always in the morning the time. And I may at your window to be a Valentine.
Pretty Ophelia!
Indeed, law, without an oath, I'll make an end on it.
How long has she been thus?
I hope all will be well. I cannot choose to weep to think they should lay him in the cold ground. My brother shall know of it! And so, I thank you for your good counsel. Come, my coach! Good night, sweet ladies! Good night! Good night!
Follow quickly, Horatio, I pray you. Oh, Gertrude. This is a pain of deep sorrow. It springs all from her father's death. Oh, when sorrows come, they come not in single spies, but in full battalions. Where are my switches? Let them guard the doors.
Oh, that wild king, give me my father. Humbly declares.
Let them go, Gertrude. Speak, man.
Where is my father?
Dead.
But not by him.
Let him speak.
How came he dead? Unlucky juggalo, to hell allegiance, fast to the blackest devil, conscience and grace to the profoundest pit. To both worlds I give to negligence, I dare damnation, to this point I stand.
That I am guiltless in your father's death, and most sensible in grief for it. It shall pierce to your eye as judgment does today.
What noise is that?
Adore him bare-faced on the field. Hey, no, nonny, nonny, hey, nonny. And in his grave came many a tear. There you well down.
Hast thou thy wits and didst persuade revenge? It could not move thus.
There's rosemary, that's for remembrance. Pray, love, remember. And there's pansies, that's for thoughts.
The document to the madness, thoughts and remembrance of it.
There's fennel for you, and columbines. Oh, there's rue for you, and here's some for me. Oh, we may call it herb grace of Sundays. Oh, you must wear your rue with a difference. There's a daisy for you. I would give you some violets. They withered all when my father died. They say he made a good end. For Bonnie, sweet Robin, is all my joy. God be with you. Oh God, do you see this?
Laertes! You must commune with your grief, or you deny me right.
Let this be so.
It shall. And where the axe is, let the great axe fall. Now, Monsieur Conscience, my acquaintance seal, and you must put me in your heart a friend. Since you have heard, and with the knowing ear, that he which hath your noble father slain pursued my life.
It well appears, but tell me why you proceeded not against these feats so chronicle and so capital in nature.
Oh, for two special reasons. The queen, his mother, lives almost by his voice. The second is the great love the general gender bear him.
And so have I, a noble father lost, a sister driven into desperate terms, whose word, if praise may go back, stood challenge on mount of all the ages. But my revenge will come.
How now the news?
Letters from Hamlet.
Laertes, you shall hear them. Please. High and mighty, You shall know I am set naked upon your throne. Tomorrow shall I beg leave to see your kingly eyes. Hamlet.
Know you the hand?
Tis Hamlet's character, naked. Can you advise me?
I'm lost in him, my lord, but let him come. It warms the very sickness in my heart that I shall live and tell him to his teeth. Thus didst thou, I, my lord.
Laertes, did you love your father? Or are you like the painting of a sorrow, a face without a heart?
Why ask you this?
Not that I think you did not love your father, but that I know love is begun by time. Time qualifies the very spark and fire of it. Hamlet returns. What would you undertake to prove yourself your father's son? A deed will be words.
To cut his throat in the church.
Then, the Laertes, will you do this? Keep close within your chambers. Hamlet returns, shall know you will come back. Put on those shall wager upon your heads. Hamlet, being remiss, will not lose the foils, so that, with ease or with a little shuffling, you may, in passive practice, plug in.
I will do it, and for this purpose I'll anoint my sword. I bought an unction of amount to make so mortal that but dip a knife in it, that if I gall him slightly, it may be death.
Soft, let's further think of this. Whereon you are hot in your dry, in your bouts, as make your motion more powerful to that end. I'll have prepared a chalice for the nonce, whereon but sipping. If he by chance escape your venomous stock, our purpose may hold there. Will you do it, Laertes?
Aye, my lord, I shall do it.
Good. How now, good queen, what hath befallen?
Your sister's drowned, ladies. Drowned? Or where?
There is a willow grows a slant of brook that shows his hoar leaves in the glassy stream. There were fantastic garlands that you come, of crowflowers, nettles, daisies, and long purples that liberal shepherds give a curse for you. But our old maids do dead men's fingers full. There on the pendant boughs her cornet weeds clamoring to hang, and envious the brook. When down her wee trophies in herself fell the weeping brook. Her clothes break wide and murmured like a while they bore her up, which time she changed snatches of old tunes, as one incapable of her own distress, or like a creature native and endued unto that element. But long could not be till her garments, every blue drink, pulled the poor wretch from her bloody slave to my death.
Too much water hast thou, poor Ophelia, and therefore I forbid mentions by the Lord.
Let's follow Laertes. So much I had to do to calm his grief. Now fear I will start again, therefore. Let's follow.
What man dost thou dig for?
For no man, sir.
A woman then.
For none neither.
Who's she married to?
One that was a woman, sir. But rest her soul, she's dead.
How absolute the knave is. We must speak by the card, or equivocation will undo us. How long hast thou been a grave maker?
It was the very day the young Hamlet was born. He that is mad and sent into England.
Aye, very
because he was mad. He shall recover his wits there, or if he do not, it's no great matter there.
Why?
It will not be seen in him there. There the men are as mad as he.
How came he mad?
Very strangely, they say.
How strange.
Faith, Ian was losing his wits. Here's a skull now. This skull has lain in the earth 23 years.
Whose was it?
That same skull, sir, was Yorick's skull, the king's jester.
This?
Named that.
I see. Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy. He hath borne me on my back 1,000 times. And now, how abhorred in my imagination it is. Where be your jibes now? To what base uses we may return, Horatio? But soft, soft, I said. Crouch we while the mark comes the king.
What else? Must there no more ceremony be done? Do no more. For we should profane the service of the dead. To sing or clean, and such rest of her. But to all prefer it so. Lay her in the earth, and from her unpolluted flesh may garlands spring. I tell thee, churlish priest, a ministering angel shall my sister be while thou liest howling. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Farewell. I hope thou should open my Hamlet's way. Hold off the earth a while till I cock once more in my arms.
What is he whose grief bears such an emphasis? This is I, Hamlet the Dane.
The devil take thy soul!
Pluck them asunder!
Hamlet, Hamlet!
I loved Ophelia. 40,000 brothers with all their quantity of love could not make up my son. What wilt thou do for her?
Oh, Laertes, he's mad.
For love of God, forbear him.
Hercules himself do what he may. The cat will mew, and the dog will have his day.
Good Horatio, have after him. Strengthen your patience to our last night's speech. Put your majesty present push. 1 more hour, quiet shall be. Till then, proceed.
Do you remember all the circumstance?
Remember it, my lord?
Up from my cabin I found a royal knavery. In exact command, my head should be struck off.
What a king is this?
Is it not perfect conscience to quit him with disarm?
It must be shortly known to him from England what the issue of business is there.
But to Laertes, I am very sorry, Horatio. For, by the image of my cause, I see the portraiture.
Peace, who comes here?
Your lordship is quite welcome back to Denmark.
I thank you. Dost thou know us mortified? This is the more gracious.
Sweet lord, if your lordship were at leisure, I would impart a thing from you to...
I will receive it, sir, with all diligence and spirit.
The king, sir, hath laid that in a dozen passes, Laertes will not exceed 3 hits.
Sir, I will walk here in the hall, if it pleases Majesty. Let the foils be brought to the gentleman willing and the king hold his purpose. I will win for him, and I can. If not, I will gain nothing but my shame, the odd hits.
Fare you well, my lord.
You will lose this wager, my lord.
I do not think so. Since Laertes left, I have been into continual practice.
Nay, good my lord, if your mind is like it, obey it. I will forestall the repair hither, and say you are not fit.
Not a whit. We defy augury. There's a special providence in the fall of the sparrow. If it be now, it is not to come. If it be not now, It will come. And if it will not come, yet it will come already. That's all. I beg your pardon, sir, for I've done you wrong. But pardon it, as you are a gentleman.
I'm satisfied, Major.
Oh.
But, in terms of honor, I stand aloof and will no reconciliation until I have a voice of precedent of peace to keep my name aboard. But till that time, I do receive your offered love like love and will not wrong it.
I embrace it freely, and will this brother's wager frankly play. Come, give us the foils.
Come, one for me.
Cousin Hamlet, know you the wager?
Very well, my lord. Your grace hath laid the odds on the weaker side.
Oh, I do not fear it. I have seen you both. Come, give us a stoup of wine, and you the judge. Bear a wary eye.
Come on, sir.
Come, my lord.
What?
No!
Judgment?
A hit, a valley palpable hit.
Again!
Cousin Hamlet, this pearl is thine. Here's to thy health.
Come by and by. I'll play this guy first. Come on. Another hit! What say you?
A touch! I do confess.
Our sons are in.
Unfortunately.
Gertrude! Do not drink.
I will, my lord, I pray you pardon me.
'Tis too late. 'Tis the poison cup.
I do not drink it, madam. By and by.
Come, let me wipe thy face. My lord, I'll hit him now.
I do not think it.
And yet, someone says my conscience.
Come for the third, Laertes. You do but dally.
See, so? Come on.
Nothing out of the way.
Nothing gone away.
How about you now?
Part them, they're incensed.
They bleed on both sides. How is it, my lord?
How is it, Laertes?
I'm justly killed with my own treachery.
How is the queen?
She swoons to see them bleed.
No. No, the drink. Oh, my dear Hamlet, the drink. I have poison.
Oh, villainy. Oh, let the doors be locked. Treachery. Seek it out.
It is here. Hamlet, thou art slain. No medicine in the world can do thee good. Indeed, there is not half an hour of life. The treacherous instrument is in my hand, unbaited and envenomed. Foul practice hath turned itself on me low. Here I lie, never tries again. Thy mother's poisoned. I can no more. The king's slain.
The point envenomed. Envenom to thy work. Ha! Here, incestuous murder, damn Dane. Drink off this potion. Is thy union here? Oh my.
Strange forgiveness with me, noble Hamlet. Mine and my father's death come not upon thee, nor thine on me.
Heaven make thee free of it. I follow thee. I'm dead, Horatio. Wretched queen, I do. But let it be. Horatio, I am dead. Thou livest. Report me and my cause aright to the unsatisfied.
I am more antique Roman than Dane. Here's yet some liquor left.
As thou art a man, give me the cup. Let go, by heaven, I'll have it. Oh, Horatio, what a wounded name. Being standing thus unnoticed, I look behind me. If thou didst ever hold me in thy heart, absent thee from felicity awhile, and in this harsh world draw thy breath in pain, tell my story. The rest, silence.
Now Christ's noble heart. Good night, sweet prince, and let flights of angels sing with you by rest.